Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds have long been considered Hollywood royalty. Their relationship has been admired by millions and their careers have reached heights most can only dream of, known for their charm, wit, and polished public appearances. They have become the power couple of red carpets, late-night shows, and social media feeds. Blake rose to fame through her iconic role in the hit series Gossip Girl, and has since taken on a variety of roles in film and fashion. Meanwhile, Ryan has built a successful career with major films like Deadpool, The Proposal, and many other blockbusters. Their social media interactions have become legendary for their humor and light-hearted jabs, making them seem both glamorous and relatable. But behind this picture-perfect image, something unexpected was brewing, a situation neither fan nor follower could have imagined. In recent months, both Blake and Ryan have found themselves at the center of a growing legal storm that has caught the attention of creators, legal experts, and fans across the globe. It began quietly at first. There were whispers in the entertainment circles, followed by online posts and videos that started to ask questions about content takedowns involving both Blake and Ryan. Content creators who regularly made celebrity commentary and reviews began receiving legal warnings and notices. Some of them chose to stay quiet, while others posted reaction videos in which they expressed their confusion and frustration. As the chatter grew louder, the story started gaining traction in the press. Still, the couple remained silent. Their fans hoped it was just a misunderstanding, but soon legal filings began to surface, indicating that the actions being taken might not be as simple or isolated as they first appeared. One of the first legal experts to speak publicly on the matter described the situation as being much bigger than simple retaliation. That phrase began to appear in headlines across entertainment websites and legal blogs. Lawyer says this is bigger than retaliation for Blake and Ryan. The statement sparked debate and confusion, and it demanded a deeper look. Was this a case of celebrities trying to control their public image, or was there a broader legal strategy unfolding, one that involved questions of digital rights, fair use, and the growing tension between public figures and content creators? As the dust began to settle and more facts emerged, it became clear that this was no ordinary legal spat. This was the beginning of something far more complex and far more impactful than anyone could have predicted. This chapter marks the start of that journey, a story of fame, power, image control, and the evolving boundaries between celebrities and those who cover their lives online. It is a tale that challenges how we view privacy, public presence, and the responsibilities of influence in the digital age. In the age of digital media, celebrities are no longer just seen on big screens or magazine covers. They live in our phones, our timelines, our video feeds, and our recommended playlists. Their every move is captured, discussed, and dissected by a vast ecosystem of digital creators, influencers, and content commentators. Platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram have given rise to a new class of storytellers, individuals who use celebrity content to educate, entertain, or simply keep their audiences informed. It is within this digital space that the Blake and Ryan legal storm began to form, quietly at first and then with surprising speed. A handful of creators began reporting that they had received copyright strikes, takedown notices, or warning letters related to videos that featured clips or commentary involving Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. Most of these videos were not full movie scenes or pirated content. Rather, they included red carpet interviews, press conference highlights, social media clips, or editorial commentary on fashion choices and public appearances. At first, many creators assumed it was a glitch or automated error. This was not uncommon, given how digital platforms frequently update content protection policies. But as more creators began to share their experiences, it became clear that the issue was spreading and growing in scale. Some content creators who had made regular commentary videos around celebrity culture received notices that claimed their use of Blake or Ryan's image, voice, or likeness was not authorized. Others were warned that their content violated terms related to defamation or misrepresentation. In a few dramatic cases, creators reported that their videos were removed altogether, with channels receiving strikes that threatened their ability to continue publishing. This trend did not go unnoticed by the public. Viewers started asking questions. Why were creators being targeted? What had changed? And most importantly, were these actions coming directly from Blake and Ryan or from an overzealous legal team acting without public approval? One creator with a large subscriber base posted a tearful video explaining that she had been making fashion commentary for over 5 years without issue. She explained that her tone was always respectful, that she never claimed false facts, and that her videos were designed to celebrate rather than criticize celebrities. Still, she had received a legal warning referencing both Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. That video went viral, sparking a wave of commentary and support from fans and fellow creators alike. The legal notices now seemed less like isolated incidents and more like part of a coordinated strategy. The buzz grew even louder when a well-known entertainment lawyer appeared in an interview stating that based on the language of the filings, this situation was not about revenge or retaliation. It was about control and precedent. That quote lawyer says, "This is bigger than retaliation," became the foundation of a new public narrative. It hinted that the legal moves being made were not reactionary but intentional. It suggested that Blake and Ryan, or at least their representatives, were seeking to establish a broader legal position, one that could have far-reaching consequences for creators, media professionals, and the digital storytelling community. With headlines multiplying and conversations heating up, the issue took on a life of its own. It was no longer just about a few videos being taken down and had become a question of who controls public narratives, who owns an image, and whether fame comes with the right to rewrite or restrict how the public engages with it. As public attention turned toward the growing controversy surrounding Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, legal experts began breaking down the structure of the case, what it meant, and what could come next. One thing became increasingly clear: this was not an ordinary copyright dispute, and it was not a case of emotional retaliation as some critics initially suggested. Instead, according to a number of legal professionals, this was a calculated move by legal teams, aiming to push the boundaries of how celebrity likenesses are used online. Lawyers began reviewing the language and take down notices, cease and desist letters, and early filings. Many of these documents included carefully chosen phrases, words like misrepresentation, unfair monetization, public distortion, and digital exploitation started to appear over and over again. These were not the kind of casual legal threats one would expect from a celebrity merely upset about a bad headline. This was methodical and precise language aimed at protecting what the law calls personality rights. Personality rights, also known in some countries as publicity rights, refer to an individual's legal right to control the commercial use of their name, image, and likeness. While this has always been a part of entertainment law, the digital age has challenged the traditional definitions more than ever. Platforms like YouTube and TikTok thrive on reuse, remixing, and commentary. A creator might show a 10-second clip of a red carpet moment, then analyze it for minutes, adding personal insight or cultural context. Others might reference interviews or events where celebrities spoke about major moments in their careers. In many cases, this falls under what is known as fair use, but as legal teams are now arguing, those boundaries are not always clear. The central legal question became this: when does fair use become exploitation? When does commentary turn into harmful distortion? And who gets to decide the line between appreciation and misuse? One Los Angeles-based attorney who specializes in entertainment law explained it this way: if you use someone's image to boost your brand or gain followers, and especially if you are making money from it, even indirectly, you could be crossing a line. That line is not always clearly marked, but legal teams are starting to challenge the blurred edges. As this legal strategy took shape, Blake and Ryan remained largely silent in the public eye. Some fans hoped this meant they were unaware or uninvolved. Others believed that the silence was intentional, part of a larger strategy to allow the legal team to act without risking public misstatements or emotional reactions. In the world of celebrity PR, silence is often used as a shield. Behind the scenes, publicists, lawyers, and digital analysts were said to be working together, crafting a multi-level approach. The legal team would handle takedowns and filings, while the PR side would monitor sentiment across platforms, looking for key trend signals of backlash or support and potential areas for damage control. Some reports indicated that private meetings were held between representatives of the stars and major content platforms. Discussions reportedly included future content guidelines, use of AI-generated likenesses, and updated terms for creators who build content around public figures. While the full details of these meetings remain confidential, their existence suggested that this was about more than a few videos. This was about shaping future policy. Meanwhile, creators affected by the takedown began collaborating, sharing legal advice, crowdfunding for defense funds, and joining group forums to plan their next steps. Their voices became louder and more organized, shifting the power dynamics in this modern conflict between celebrity privacy and public content creation. The situation became a powerful study in modern fame, legal influence, and digital transformation. The lawyers at the center of the case were not just defending clients, they were reshaping the battlefield. As news of the legal conflict between Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, and a growing list of content creators gained momentum, the internet erupted into a storm of divided reactions, from YouTube reaction videos to TikTok breakdowns, from Reddit threads to trending hashtags on Twitter. The digital audience quickly became a vocal jury, Examining every piece of information and making public judgments